my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit, your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. The beats, leave it in the street, case on the news. All day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard for your mom to your pop to the beat to the bird, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like blah. Yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah. Squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Yeah, I been so my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound to surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black. Yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit.
Dogg got a Madden lead. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none. But if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or
Well, Coach, the seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Detroit Lions. This will be taken very short.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Now a first carry from Melvin Gordon. And some room to work. There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. 180! 12, fellas, here we go.
Kill. Switch. Kill. Watch out. 30.
12. Check.
Alert flare. Check 43.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. 21.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Hey, Charlie.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Here we go. 180!
I'm scared.
Hey, alert!
Get your swarm on.
11. Greystone, travel.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
The Charger drive about to get going. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Gordon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Parsons. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check 4. Hey, high 7. General West.
From the gun, Mayfield. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Parsons. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Hey, alert.
On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They run it here with Gordon. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was take.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 43. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
13. 5.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Yeah, he'll find Hall. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! 2. Hey, gun.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And the catch made by Johnson. No gain, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
And the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, alert!
Off the draw, here's Johnson. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then dropped just inside of the 20. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Let's get off the field, B. Let's get off the field.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Complete to T.J. Hockenson. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
22 is coming. 22 is coming. White. Hey, Haywood. Max 22, Max 22.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Just like that. Check your hot read. Check. Fresno. X3. 218. Chop it. 49's the mic. Watch 49.
Second down and goal. Garoppolo looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your run.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Running right. It's a handoff to Gordon. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Check.
First down, Mayfield. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Parsons. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Good. 180. Pistol. He's coming.
They'll try the right side this time. Here with Gordon. Past the 20. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
White.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
13.
At the 16.
Back. Check 31. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. SOS.
On second down, it's Johnson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Lions on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punch from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, echo. Mike 22.
Garoppolo now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's now 3rd down.
80 weapons. 22's coming, Mike.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2.
Let's go.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a lion that's shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Here we go. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
A first down carry here for Johnson. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On second down, Johnson. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
21. Watch that screen. Safety screen. Slay. Wide. Get wide. 12, fellas. Here we go. Check 99.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, it's Johnson, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Here we go. 21. Lock.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd.
65. Hey, exit. I'm coming for it.
To throw is Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. And this one is right through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Final play of the half, Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
He's checking. 21. Here we go. Hey, gun.
Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo, flush to his right. Throwing deep for Galladay. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Alert 3. 49, check 1, Omaha.
Garoppolo. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down. So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Taken in at the 22. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect.
There goes Melvin Gordon. Touchdown, L.A. Melvin Gordon, 58 yards. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
You draw quarter.
26-yard line.
One, Omaha.
2nd and 5 now. Garoppolo. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
Here we go.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down.
Hey, alert! I got you. You think you gonna get this? Hey, seam 6.
There's Garoppolo to throw. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's fourth down. Here comes the Lions punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At the
180. Free buck, free buck, free buck. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Hey, alert 33. Hey! Watch the slant. Hey, Charlie.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
Alert, alert. Hey, high 7.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield is going to fight. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Marquise Brown, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. On first down, Garoppolo. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. From the 27. Garoppolo, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Hey, gun. 22. 65.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Here we go.
Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive.
First and 10.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Here's a quick throw complete to Galladay. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Golladay, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken short. The Charger drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On 2nd and 15 now. Mayfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
It's third down and 15.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
55, Mike, 55. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. 30. Run.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
11. Hey, wahoo. 22. Hey, gun. I'm coming after you. Like 22.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time. Has now run out on this third quarter of play. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
21. Mike 22 is coming. 22's coming. Mike. Hey, Haywood. I got this. Got to do better.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Complete. It's Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
21.
Brings up third down and
Go.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Hey, Zoo. Push him back. 57 to Mike. 57. Hurry. Quit talking about it and bring it. 57. Regular. Come to my work. I got it.
Following the interception, Mayfield looking for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
13. Hey, Echo.
First and 10 at the 40.
Garoppolo on first down. And he'll find Hall. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 37. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Hey, exit. 22, he's coming, 22.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 22-yard line. Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Johnson's got it complete. $12 more yards there and another first down. Now, the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Flag! QB drop! 12, 12. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Check 43. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Man!
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And the catch made by Johnson. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Here we go.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Garoppolo looks to throw. He's got it. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. The Charger drive about to get going. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 1-yard line.
180! Check 55 for Mike. Squeeze, squeeze, double, double. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey,
out of his end zone, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Mayfield to throw it. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. Second down coming up. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Looking to throw on second down. Mayfield, he's going deep for Brown. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 55 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Well, the lead late in the fourth, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And the return will stop right around the 25. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Hall. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Garoppolo. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Kenny Golladay is intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw once more, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
21. Here we go.
Garoppolo again. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Intended for T.J. Hawkinson. Incomplete.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Watch the shit. Watch the shit. 12, fellas. Here we go. Like 22, he's coming.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Parsons. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Mayfield now has hit on just 7 of 17 passes, 41%.
44 Watch the screen.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
played it all the way to the end. And, you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time. And they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for our visitors, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Oakland to take on the Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.